It's not movie of the year for you, is what you're saying.
We are live! And it is the last show, brother. Thank God I am done with 2025. This is our last show. We might do like a brief little show on the day after Christmas to announce the NFL picks winner. For the last 2 weeks. Yeah, after that, I'm done because.
Since we go on the new year, but I'm gonna say this: it is guaranteed, Rick, that Superman will still be in the top 10 of movies in 2025. So when it goes on to the next year, so even say if Avatar was a super pickup, that would knock out the other movie that's in there. I forgot what was that other movie.
We're live. We're live, yo.
I know we live.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, in case if you guys want to know, what is this big purple object in front of my camera and you don't see my pretty black face? Actually, I have the objective one to thank for this one here, because if you see here, folks, this is the mighty Galactus! I finally put it together. I got tired of seeing the damn box just sitting there. I said, hey, you know what?
What is that? Is that a popcorn bucket?
Yeah, it's the Galactus.
It is,
the Galactus popcorn bucket.
Yeah, Nico was kept. Yeah, I'm going to get a popcorn bucket. Oh, it's $80. No, I ain't getting in there.
Yeah, this right here. This right here. This is sitting in my box for pause.
It's hard to get those ones, right?
Yeah. This is hard. This is the hardest one to get. Why would you want to put popcorn in this beautiful bucket is beyond me. But man, his eyes actually light up, but I didn't take that tape, that stops the...
it holds a lot of popcorn, too.
Hell yeah. Punch and eat the whole damn thing. But yeah, the whole thing, this is beautiful. This is one of my favorite popcorn.
2 of them, right?
Yeah, I got 2. So this one, this is the one that goes on display. This guy here. This is the one that they gave me from the theater that I got. It was kind of raggedy. It was already put together and shit. But this one, because people, they grab them, they stack them inside each other and shit. Like it wasn't that good. But this one is flawless. The one that Parker gave me to the website is flawless. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that goes on display. The other one, I might actually put popcorn in it, or like change or pennies, or maybe my PSVR 2 controllers. Things that I don't use much.
I don't know. Is that big to hold the PSVR stuff in there?
It will hold the controllers. No, this sucker's big. $80. $80.
Yeah.
For both?
For one.
For one. The one that Parker showed me, I paid $80. The one I bought at the actual theater, I paid $80
more.
No, less. I got 80 minus 25% because I'm a platinum member. Yeah, I'm a platinum.
But you did it would have been more though, basically.
Yeah, but it's not in great condition. That's why I never even showed it. The one that I got it's not in good condition at all. But we're really gonna put popcorn. Like I have a real popcorn machine that I make, and a hot dog machine. Like when we have family movie night, I'll make hot dogs and popcorn, and I even got the soda machine. That you press it and we don't use it anymore. We had it during the pandemic, but it's like this syrup that you have to put in it.
I remember. You go to the restaurants, they have it like that.
Yeah, it's too expensive to maintain, and then you got to keep draining it, or you're gonna get mold inside of it. Like we used it religiously, and we used to have a guy come here to clean it. Yeah, we had, but nah, it's not worth it. Yeah. My kids, they don't have parties anymore. Mostly when my kids have gatherings, I'll just take them out to eat. When we used to always have a pizza truck and a whole 100 people here, people from the church and all that stuff, then yeah, I would have, hey, we got the soda machine, we'll use that. And of course, all the fat kids would drink all the soda. But the point is, it just wasn't worth it. It was too hard to maintain. You gotta get, actually somebody has to come every 30 days and blow the what's the names out with sanitizer shit, blow it out, run water through it, and it wasn't worth it. And then kids start getting cavities and shit because it's full of sugar. It was a good thing for us to have during the pandemic, because we just wanted to say, hey, you know what, things are back normal. We was trying to fool ourselves or whatever. But one of the worst things I ever bought in my life, besides that 8K television. So, to that I say this. We have some people who are here, and let's recognize them for our last show of 2025. 2025 was a good year for us. We saw some, I gotta say, Superman was probably the best comic book movie that I stayed awake through, for sure. Fantastic Four, I fell asleep to it. I think that's a fact. But before we even get to that stuff, ladies and gentlemen, who do I see first? What do I see first? What did I say first? I see Briadios is here. Shout out to Briadio. And I also see that traitor Thriller Ali is here. I see him. He's out there. Thriller Ali! Supporter of the show. And he took a lot of my money this year, too. In the football.
I believe that was number 2, Rick, if I'm not mistaken.
What was number 2?
Yeah. What was right there.
What was number 2?
Me in the chat.
Pardon me. Well, you're on the panel. We'll shut you out when it comes time for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the King Reaper. Oh, yeah, you're going to get it for that. The King Reaper is here. Yes. I got to get King Reaper an intro. He's again, another great supporter since we started doing this in like end of 2024 or end of 2023. Shout out to him, Briadios, King Reaper, Thriller Ali. Those brothers right there, bro, they show up every single week, and we appreciate them. Now, for the panel, ladies and gentlemen, we have that fraudulent Jamaican himself. Deuce is here!
Hit that like button. What's up? What up?
Tweet the show out.
Rick is a
Levon, I can't find you on Twitter for some reason, so I tweet the show out. I don't know why. I can't find you. Nico on Twitter anymore. What happened? Your accounts get banned for watching heavies or something? What's going on here? But I don't know what happened. I can't find you on Twitter no more. Or I'm sorry, X. Ladies and gentlemen, the producer of the show, the Nintendo man himself, Levon!
What's up, y'all? What's up?
He's ready! And welcome back to The Objective One. Took a little hiatus. And man, how would you know? The Paramount father just won't stop. I don't know if you've seen the news. This nigga,
I'm seeing the news.
He won't stop. Yeah, he won't stop. He won't stop. The guy went to his father to get money. Jesus Christ, man. Come on.
What I tell you about this guy?
Bro, this is the problem. When you tell rich people no, it offends them. It makes them ill. When you say that, it does. Okay. It makes them ill. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, the right-hand man, tie that man, holds no heavies in his hand, is here.
Hey, y'all, you shouldn't have said that. It was actually true.
No heavies for you. So now, ladies and gentlemen, well, where do we start? We start the weekend box office, and Parker has said evil things about Avatar. Now, Parker, I'm not going to stick you out. Hold on. So before you tell me that the Avatar was kind of mid, great visuals, though. Well, you said great visuals, so I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. So, people are going to beat you up for saying this.
Let me tell you. Listen, if you watch the Avatar, the story was like, okay, similar tropes we've seen before. Nothing groundbreaking they was doing, right?
Oh my God.
I'll say it was kind of mid though. And
holy shit.
and if you look at it,
here's what I will say. It does what James Cameron movies do at the box office. They don't open up to domestically like 300 million, 200 million. They don't open to that. But as you can see, overseas
Christmas.
Yes.
Overseas.
Bro, it's already at 345. Remember we were going to have that bet? I said, hey, it might hit $1 billion before years. I think it will. Think about it. It's 345 after one weekend.
But my point is,
it's not even a whole weekend, though, Parker. That was the 19th. Today's only the 22nd. Yeah. Bro,
what I'm saying...
Tell me.
I'm not talking about what it's going to do at the box office. For what I've seen in its entirety, all that stuff, I'm not going to spoil it. To me, it was kind of mid, though. Outside of looking graphically really good, visually, like great visually, whatever. But the story, it was kind of mid though, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, damn, I got to go and see this movie. Now people would say I got to go see this movie based off the visuals though, but for the story in this movie, it wasn't nothing super groundbreaking, nothing like that. Where he didn't.
So which one was better, Parker? Which one was better, Superman or Avatar 2?
Oh,
well, I would say I like Superman more than Avatar 2.
Oh man!
But which one had the better story? Parker?
Oh shit!
I mean, to me, it wasn't necessarily a brand new story from Avatar. It was a continuation of an already existing story.
So, are you saying Superman had a better story, Parker?
For me, yeah, it did good.
Oh, okay.
I got something I didn't see before. See before in there though, right? I know it's necessary to somewhat expect with Avatar. It was continue the story, okay, whatever, right, and stuff like that. So I felt. With the Avatar, how they really pull you in is with the visuals and stuff like that. That's what pulls you in with the Avatar. Not so much the story plot, but the visuals really pull you in.
Call me crazy. I think he's right. Like, basically,
I didn't see the movie, but I trust Parker. And Parker, we trust. So I trust Parker's
I don't know about all that. Here's what I will say: the first Avatar was basically a ripoff of Dancing with Wolves. That's what that was.
From Kevin Costner?
Yes, if you ever saw Dancing with Wolves, that was Avatar, the first one. So that thing, remember this, Avatar is the film, along with Titanic, that put all those goddamn 3D TVs in people's living rooms.
That's what I saw Avatar as, like a 3D showcase.
Yes, that's what it was. It was a marvel, no pun intended. It was a beautiful looking movie. But as far as the plot goes, I wasn't really, bro. It took a long time, bro. They took fucking 3 trips around the block to get to like the corner store. I was like, what the fuck is this going on here? It was kind of long. And the first Avatar, I saw it. All right, you go to that movie, I guess with a date or something like that. The second Avatar, I didn't get a chance to see it all because my house alarm went off, so I had to run back home and see what the hell was going on at my house. Come to find out, I think the dog fucking escaped from his room and he ran into the dining room where there's a sensor and the shit went off. All right, cool. So that's over with. But by the time I get back to the theater, the movie was still fucking going on. So I just sat in the lobby and waited for my family to get out. I said, y'all got it. I said, look, I'm not going to go missing a whole big part of the movie. I said, I'll watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray. It came out on Blu-ray, which it was very expensive when it first came out. I think mine was like $80. And I bought it. Yeah, I bought it. I downloaded digital code. Still didn't fucking watch it. There's 2 movies that I went to the movie to see that I haven't seen to this day. And that'd be Avatar and Fantastic Four. I have not I fell asleep at one and one I had to leave. So, on a cruise ship, maybe I'll get to see some of those movies that, I missed out on. Maybe. We'll see.
And you know what, Rick? I got the Avatar, before the 4K, I got this one in the Blu-ray set. So this is a collector's edition one from Best Buy. But watching that first time, that was cool. The visuals, like I said, what brings you into Avatar. The story, I don't think it was nothing groundbreaking story they was doing, whatever. Well, this like completely set apart from anything else. Visually, yes, that would set us apart. The visuals. And the high frame rate they use, I believe, was it 120 frame rate they used for this movie? Maybe.
Yeah. Now, do you think it'll pass Superman by this weekend? That's still part of the year. So basically, Avatar's got about 9 days. Though, right? It's got 9 days. Will it pass 600 and change?
No, it will though. But Superman still will be in the top 10 though.
You think? Really?
Go to the list and see them top 10 movies right now. I'm telling you, it'll still be there.
International or worldwide, right?
Worldwide, yes, worldwide, yeah.
All right, so worldwide, Superman. He's at 9. Mission Impossible ain't gonna do nothing. Fantastic Four is gone. Conjuring's gone. Wicked. I think Wicked's done. It's still in the theater, but you think Wicked's gonna make another 500? No, I don't think so. Sinners is there. Look at it. Avatar's been out for it's been out for 3 days and it's already number 17.
Yeah, but a lot of so the heavy lifting comes overseas. But I'm just saying Superman would still be.
It always did. Overseas, hold on. Overseas is always going to have more heavy lifting because they have more theaters overseas. When you say domestic box office, that just is United States.
No, I'm talking worldwide though. I'm saying.
Yeah, worldwide. Yeah, because it's when United States. You say domestically, that's United States. That doesn't even.
No, I'm talking about top. I'm talking about top 10. I'm talking about worldwide. I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think we're saying the same thing here.
Yeah.
So Superman will get bumped by Avatar by fucking Friday. Friday. Yeah, by Friday. It's Friday. Superman to be number 10. Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, this will be the top 10 once it's all said and done. Going into the new year, Superman. I'm saying. So yeah.
Look at that Zootopia. It's been out for 5 minutes. Look at that Zootopia, bro. My God.
It's a kid movie. All kid movies do well.
Rick,
No.
you're not sharing your screen. We can't see. If you share your screen,
shit. Oh, sorry. Okay, good call. So look at that. Look at that. All kids movies don't do well. Can I interest you in the Smurfs? Smurfs fell right there. Yeah. So don't say that. Don't say all kid movies do well because the Smurfs flopped. It was another ELO or whatever it was, the Spanish kid cartoon movie that flopped too. So all kid movies don't do well. But when you're Zootopia, when you're Toy Story, when you're Despicable, what are they called? Despicable Me and those things, that's different. Hell, they all do better than my favorite is the Muppets. But the Muppets, we're done, brother. The Muppets came out in the 70s. But, not everybody watches Sesame Street anymore, so the Muppets are dead. They're watching Caillou or something. So, that's what's going on there. But, Avatar will be in the top 10 by Friday, bro. Friday, it's a wrap. They're gonna be number 10, and Superman will be down to 10.
Have you seen it yet, Rick?
No.
Who is the top 10? Who is the top 10? I can't see.
Oh, you can't see? It's up there.
No, I'm not looking at the computer.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
The number 1 was Niza 2. That was the Asian movie. That did almost $2 billion, 1.9. I don't think Zootopia gonna catch them. I don't think they're gonna catch them. You got Zootopia 2 at number 2, Lilo and Stitch at number 3, Minecraft at number 4, Jurassic World Rebirth number 5, Ty's movie Demon Slayer number 6, How to Train a Dragon, which they took out of the theater too quickly. It had more legs, but they yanked it. The F1 movie number 8, Superman number 9, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning number 10. And for the first time, folks, and I don't know how many summers, an MCU movie will not be in the top 10. Not there. But Disney will welcome that because, it was a tough year for Disney. Look at the flops they had. They had 3 flops. Thunderbolts flopped. Captain America Brave New World flopped. And Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs flopped. Yet still, they own the freaking box office for 2025 with 3 freaking flops. That right there, folks, is dominance. And that's the kind of dominance that people see, that regulators see, and that's why I believe that Netflix deal will get blocked. Because of dominance like that. They're going to say, bro, you're going to have 500 million subscribers while everybody else has 100 million. We cannot allow this deal.
We don't disagree with that.
Sure, shoot. Please
not necessarily they're going to get blocked or not, because I don't know. But a lot of people that has Netflix, right? Mm-hmm. Has the HBO Max, has a Disney Plus. So I don't think necessarily Netflix will be getting. Can I finish, please? Thank you. I don't think it'll be new subscribers necessarily coming to Netflix. It's going to be the same subscribers already there anyway. That's what I look at it as.
Well,
so that's why.
Well, from what you're saying, Netflix better bring that kind of data to these regulators, or that shit's getting thrown out. Remember Michael Pachter, the one that kept telling everybody and their grandmother that Xbox ABK deal was going to go through because it was a vertical merger. He kept telling everybody, this deal's going through. There's nothing here that's going to harm the market. Okay, remember that. He kept saying that. And then they passed the deal. First, they held it up over cloud gaming, which is in its infancy right now. Cloud gaming is, that is, man, look, there's more people on a Switch than cloud gaming. So that they held it up for that, and then Microsoft had to make some consent decrees in order for it to pass over in the EU. Now, The difference with that, and Michael Pachter is saying that this Netflix deal is dead on arrival.
That's what everybody's saying. He just following what everybody else is saying. Popular thing to say.
Wait, what? So hold on. Michael Pachter does this for a living. He's saying,
hold on. No, but he's just making. He's thinking it might get blocked. That's not, you know.
Oh no, Parker. He didn't say might. Michael Pachter said this deal is getting blocked. He said, I don't, because here's why he said it, and let me explain to you. Michael Pachter said the WB deal for Netflix is getting blocked for a couple reasons. He said, number one, they're trying to compare Netflix to YouTube as far as users when YouTube is free. They don't hide their stuff behind a paywall. That's number one. Number two, the stuff you see on YouTube doesn't own it. That's people like myself that make content and they put it on YouTube. YouTube doesn't hide anything behind a subscription service. They don't have original content like Stranger Things or anything like that. They have YouTube TV, which is offering a streaming service that would contend with the cable networks. The only thing that YouTube has that they can try to, somebody got some stuff going in the background, that they could try to say that would cause not harm, but the fight is the NFL ticket. And that's the only thing. And other than that, 500 million subscribers is 500 million subscribers.
No, but
nobody's even close to that.
But I don't think even with the structure they have, but these are it's the same customers though. Basically,
doesn't matter.
A lot of those subs, like if you look at the HBO subscriber count, right, and you probably a large majority of those are probably Netflix subscribers.
But Parker, that doesn't matter. The point is, number one cannot buy number three. You'll never see McDonald's going by Wendy's. You know, it just doesn't happen. You know, that is too much. You know, Microsoft doesn't go and buy Apple or with Google out there. Or Google doesn't buy them.
Is this a problem for streaming or just for
all of the above? It's the streaming. It's the subscribers. It's the content. All of that stuff. They will have more than anyone. Even the Walt Disney Company, who's number 2 in streaming at only 140 million subs. Hell, HBO Max almost has that many. So in a sense, they're really buying number 2.5. You know, HBO Max is right up there with the subscribers for Disney Plus. And
you sure?
I'm positive. I saw the pie. I saw they showed it. And you know who has the least subscribers?
Look over that again.
The least subscribers is Peacock, and after that is Paramount. Them niggas is drowning. They got
I could tell you the Peacock definitely drowning.
They got nothing. Now, Hector also said what I said. It might come down to the regulators later saying nobody can buy this company. It's going to have to be chopped up into itty-bitty pieces in order for y'all to sell it, or you're going to have to run it as is.
Back?
Yeah, he came back. He did it.
Damn, that was quick.
He did a little research here. And he came back. He still get his legs broke. But
yeah.
Well, so Manhattan, I'm glad you're here. Shout out to
Manhattan. Pay me my money. I told you he'd be back in less than a week.
So here's the Manhattan. Manhattan, let me ask you this. Do you think the WB Netflix deal will go through?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I mean, the way this is going, I don't think so. Personally, I don't think this deal is going to go through.
It's a lot of regulator hurdles. Shout out to, I like this name, Heavy Like a Chevy. He said, I don't see a problem. Netflix only have a few IPs in their portfolio. Shout out to Heavy Like a Chevy. Now, Heavy Like a Chevy, I hope you're a real person and not Parker Sock account here. I hope you're not. But the thing goes to Heavy Like a Chevy. It goes to creating harm. Would this create harm to the movie theaters? Yes. Will this create harm to the Directors Guild? Yes. With Actors Guild, yes, it will all do harm to them. I'll tell you why it will. Because that Netflix puts their stuff onto the streaming platforms 10 days after that. Actors, a lot of them that get their contracts are based on box office performance, not streaming performance.
Right. In 4 years or whatever, last 4 years, how much did Paramount give to the movie industry? Did they create jobs or anything? Paramount?
They're too small of a company. They're number 4, dude.
Netflix did though, according to them. According to them, Netflix, out on Netflix. I'm just saying.
Well, Netflix doesn't make content at all. They subcontract it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. In their thing, they were saying they will let those like Warner Brothers operate independently. That's what they're saying, right? In the thing, like
hold on a second. Before you go, didn't Microsoft say they weren't going to raise the prices of Game Pass? I mean, I gotta go back and look at
the verbiage of that deal.
Yeah, they tell you
I would have to look. I'm
yes,
just saying.
Yes.
They said they weren't going to raise prices.
And in fact, they also said that they were not going to do consolidate, which they are consolidating. Like the very thing that they said they was never going to do, they actually are doing those things. Like when they told FTC they wasn't going to consolidate, they wasn't going to let people go. But they turned around and started firing folks, bro. Yeah.
What I'm saying
and that's Netflix, what the regulator's going to be looking for. Parker.
Hold on, wait. I gotta stop. Hold on,
people
Rick.
losing jobs.
Now hold on, Rick. No, the point is, I have a bigger fear of if Paramount to get Warner Brothers, people losing all their jobs. Because now, if you look at that debt ratio to EBITDA, whatever I said, it's like a 7, whereas Netflix debt ratio would be like a 2.
Okay,
under 2, right?
Okay, all right. So I see you've been reading a little bit here, but all right. Well, here's where you fail to. How can I say comprehend of the reading that you've done?
Ricky Brown's class.
Here's where you messed up. You fucked up, right? It goes by what number you are in the marketplace, the market cap. Paramount is about number 5, whereas Netflix is already 1 and they're buying number 3. Microsoft cried broke in those meetings, saying, "Hey, Apple's ahead of us in gaming. Sony's ahead of us, Tencent's ahead of us, Nintendo's ahead of us." Microsoft created that whole pie, and I'll never forget, but he showed it, where Microsoft was listed as number 5 in gaming. Netflix can't do that. They can't say, well, we're only number 5. They're number 1. And if they're number 1, Disney's 2, and HBO is 3, very rarely will you see number 1 by number 3. Like I said before, that's like McDonald's buying Wendy's. I don't see that happening. Bro, listen, I think the deal could actually get passed in America. In America, so. I think that deal can get passed. All you got to do is just give a little money, do a little lobbying.
3 some palms, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. We know that. Right. The problem lies in like the EU and the CMA. They don't be having it, bro. They're not for sale. These niggas they operate different.
It could be tougher though. Yeah.
And I'll tell you why it's tougher. Because Netflix offers different kinds of things internationally. They're internationally the only people that offer WWE pay-per-views. They are. That's a big thing. And you know what? Hold on. You know what harm it'll do? It'll harm AEW. Because AEW is owned by Warner Brothers. So talking about doing harmful things, you're harming a wrestling company. Ring of Honor, AEW is going to be harmed by this. They won't be able to get on television. They're not going to be. They have ownership. And you know Netflix is going to be like, hey, well, we got to get rid of this.
No. Hold on. AEW, hold on. Let me stop you for a minute, Rick. You remember, they not purchasing the AEW stuff. That's Discovery Global. The stuff, the TV stuff, the cable network stuff. That's like, I believe, with them.
AEW is on HBO Max, Parker.
But they'll probably just let that Discovery Global.
AEW's got. Hold on, there's some HBO. They got 2 shows on Max a week.
I know. Yeah, but if that becomes like a problem or whatever,
it will be a problem.
Let me say this though. They say, okay, that'll go. We could put that with Discovery Global, whatever. Because what they really just want
boom. There you go. There's the harm. AEW is no longer in the streaming service now. Now you put it. Hold on. Now you put it on a cable network where nobody watches fucking cable anymore, bro. WWE, their flagship show, isn't even on cable anymore.
Whoever wants it,
bro. But that's the whole point. Part it's too complicated. There's too many hurdles. Like you're talking about,
I don't think so.
It's too many moving parts, bro. It's too many. It's so many consequences of this deal going to Netflix that the regulators are going to say fuck this and just rip it up and say we're done. They've seen what happened with gaming. They saw the consolidation. Netflix is actually listed as a big tech company. They're tired of the big tech companies taking over shit and consolidating it. They are going to block this deal. Now, can they do things to try to not get it blocked? Of course you can try, but I think by the time they go through all of that, it's not worth it anymore.
I think these guys, what they were saying, they feel extra confident they get this deal passed with regulation.
Yeah, well, I don't believe that from what the guy said on why he was comparing YouTube being number one and Netflix not being number one. That was the stupidest shit I ever heard. I don't know who the fuck coached that guy in saying that. But even I don't have stock in Netflix. I don't have stock in HBO. I got stock in Microsoft. I know how the business runs. And I know damn well him saying that, well, YouTube's the number one service. What the fuck? YouTube doesn't charge you money? Bro!
Well, depends on the service you get.
They don't.
Hey,
okay, I've never seen a free Netflix service. Can I see it?
No, yeah. No, but what I'm saying is,
never seen a Max service that was free unless you have one of them damn HBO channels on your. I get Max for free because I have it on one of my premium channels.
I'm thinking it has a really good chance possibly to get it passed through United. Listen, far as like immediately job loss, it'll be a much bigger threat if Paramount was to get it opposed to Netflix just because of the debt and stuff like that ratio. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a bigger threat for Paramount to cut jobs. They cut them now. Laying people up now. Paramount.
All I would say is stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned.
I don't think this is over by a long shot. But listen, the old man said, look, I got $40 billion in my back pocket. Okay? And that's crazy. If he gave them $40 billion, you know the bastards got like another $200 billion or something? Like,
the Oracle stuff, though. But yeah, but another thing.
That dude's a monster.
But another thing is, you still got some big money coming in through the Saudis, which that could, like I said, national security basically, which they could get
Parker.
So yeah,
Parker, that man don't need the Saudis.
I know, but they still align with him.
But no, they're gone. And Trump's,
no, they're not.
What's the name? Gone. They're gone.
That's Kushner. That's Kushner. Still got the other ones that's still there.
And who?
Kushner only was given 200.
Yes, he was only given. Yeah, but who was Kushner's buddy? The Saudis. Those were his. He
no, that was just him though. You had the other groups.
I'm trying to tell you, the Kushners are friendly with the Saudis.
Yeah, but they still.
This entire administration is friendly with the Saudis.
Yeah, so
I'm telling you that, bro. He moved a few chess pieces to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be backing this money because what happened was originally he was backing the deal with a trust fund, and that ain't enough. You ain't fooling nobody with that shit, homie. Yeah, he's trying to back. He's trying to back with their trust fund because if that shit goes to hell, he files bankruptcy and they don't touch his real money. So that's what he was trying to do.
That was bringing that was the board was bringing up a lot of that stuff.
He was trying to do some musical chair shit. Now, Fedor Ali says Netflix may kill the Mortal Kombat franchise. They don't even care. Yeah, they don't care about gaming. Yeah, they might say, fuck it.
Well, they won't kill the Hogwarts Legacy though franchise. I can tell you that with that $40 million, right?
Now, let it be known. I've said this before this whole shit started. If Warner Brothers is to be sold, I still think Comcast is going to get it. I don't think it's going to be either one of these motherfuckers. I think the board's going to say the only way that this thing gets passed is if Comcast bought it. If Paramount tries to get it, some of the examples that Parker brought up, the Saudi money, the fact that Oracle's losing money, questions about who's backing it up, and Comcast said, hey, they backed out of our deal because it wasn't mostly cash. But it's one thing that Comcast can give that these other two jabronis can't give is stability. Comcast is Universal can say, hey, look, we got stability over here. We have Jurassic Park movies. We have the Despicable franchise. We have theme parks. We are.
Yeah.
I can argue that Jurassic Park is bigger than anything Netflix has. I can argue that.
Warner Studio.
What IP? What IP does Netflix have that's bigger than Jurassic Park?
Oh, I'm gonna say this though. How Netflix been operating, I think they'll show it to me to be more stable out those ones that's in the bidding. To me,
more stable. Oh, the guys that are in the bid, I'll give you that, because Warner Brothers has no stability. They sold their shit to Time Warner. They sold their shit to AT&T. That company is a bust, and they need somebody to come in there and fix it. It's a shame.
We look at like Skydance Paramount or P Sky. They stock was only like around $14. Like so, So I don't,
Gone are the days of Ted Turner when he used to own the company and my Atlanta Braves.
Yeah,
those days are over. That's
what I think. So it's gonna be a bidding war. That someone got to up the ante up some more. I think Netflix could do it though. So we'll see though. Because remember, the Oracle lost a lot of money.
Yeah, he still got something to sell, but he has a lot of money to lose. All I'm saying is this. I think at the end of the day, if it comes to bidding wars and money, Paramount's going to win the money war because Daddy Bucks.
I don't think they'll win it though.
Yeah, Daddy Bucks got cash. Daddy Bucks got cash.
But they gonna look at it though, right? So all the figures see what happened to Netflix. Like I said, it's a much bigger risk with Paramount than Netflix. You ask me, for people losing their jobs, that debt to ratio, crazy high.
But you're talking about, those investors don't care once they sell their shares. They just want the money. You don't care about jobs being lost. They're tapping out. They're selling. Bro, when you sell a house,
not all of them
you don't. Hold on. If you sell a house, you don't care if the roof starts leaking after you sold it. You don't care. You don't.
Some of those investors, right? I'm not trying to sound like stupid. Some of those investors are highly educated or businessmen that's probably making six figures just to happen to invest in
six figures. They make more than that.
Hold on, I know you know what I'm talking about. But they look for someone to get the best value. I think Netflix offers the best value for the Warner Brothers coming in the shareholders.
How? Wait, somebody offer? The niggas offering. They're offering all cash.
No, that's hold on, but value, right? So if someone offers you more money, that means it's giving you more value though in the long run. That's what they're looking at. When you invest, you're investing for the long run, not.
Barker, they're selling. Deuce, unmute that mic. I need to ask you some questions. Because we're going around in circles.
I'm listening.
All right. If somebody offered you $82 billion in cash for your assets, or somebody offered you $104 billion in cash and assets, well, actually, Netflix deal isn't all cash. I apologize.
Rick, you don't even have to ask me this because I already did this with Parker. I asked Parker a week ago. I said, if you have something that's valued at $1,000 and I want to give you $2,000 for it, would you sell it? He kept telling me, well, if it's more than worth $1,000, I said, Parker.
No, but here's the thing. But you didn't read the paper. You didn't read the reports and none of that stuff. So that's what you got to look at too.
You see what I'm
saying? A lot of these funds, they mislead. They said it. They was misleading, being dishonest with the
but Parker, that's changed over the last 5 hours. The old man said he's putting his money in the bucket.
But I gotta see what their report says. All of that though.
Go ahead, read. The old man said, "I'm good for $40 billion over here. I'm good for $40 billion." Bro, the deal's done.
Hold on. No. What I'm going by is what they made public for me to see it, and I can look at it and say, okay. That's what I'm going by.
All right, here's the difference. If my kids go to school and say, hey, listen, my mom's coming in here to pay for this end of the year field trip, that's $1,000. They might call their mom and say, hey, are you good for the money? But if my kid said, hey, my dad says he's good for this field. Oh, no problem, kids. We know Mr. Brown. We're not worried about it. It's Mrs. Brown that we have problems with. They go and say, hey, if the old man is putting his money in, that's where the money is. Now, the guys, the shareholders have been assured that the old man is putting his $40 billion in cash.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Okay, $40 billion, right?
Yes, he's putting $40 billion.
Now you add up the
and I know why he did $40 billion in cash, because even Netflix isn't offering $40 billion in cash. They're offering $82 billion, but it's not $82 billion in cash. He's saying, hey, I got the cash of $40 billion right here. to back this.
I'm not sure.
It's not. It's not. It's
still the $30. The number of $30 dollars a share.
Yes,
still
they're
there.
still
They
there. And no, they didn't. But they said they're prepared to. Listen, they said they're prepared to go more than that. He said because basically this is what it is. You tell a rich person their money is no good here. It just entices them to want even more.
It wasn't technically. Well, yeah, everybody in my money like try to put it into something.
How many people have seen something they wanted and they couldn't get it because somebody says you're not good enough for her, she's not good, you're too good for her, or she's not good enough for you, or this and that. That just makes you want it more. That's what it just makes you want it more. When somebody tells you you can't do something, especially a rich white man, you tell a rich white man that he can't do something, he's going to make it his damn business to make sure that he does do something because he gets offended. Every time you say something about Trump, you can't do this, he gets crazy. He goes nuts. Elon Musk, same thing. He goes nuts. The only rich white guy that I ever seen when you tell him no, he's like, okay, was Bill Gates. You tell Bill Gates, all right, fuck it.
I think they're going to have to step it up some more, though, Paramount.
They will.
They figure when we get close.
And then I think regulatory hell breaks loose, and they're going to tell both companies, none of you guys can buy it because, behind the back, they're saying, hey, you niggas got Saudi money or whatever, or, you playing fucking, funny money with the books and shit. And they might say, Netflix, you just too big. And then that's where fucking Comcast will come and say, hey, we have no blemishes against us.
They was in the bid though.
Yeah, but they didn't. But Comcast said they didn't get in because they wasn't offering cash. They were offering universal stock. They said, "Hey, look, we ain't got the cash to fuck with these niggas, but we will offer some stock and some shit if you guys want it."
They were for the whole company either. The only one that was going.
No. Comcast wanted the whole company. Comcast wanted the whole.
No,
company.
studio.
No, they wanted, bro. Look at it. Read. Comcast wanted the whole company. Go ahead, read it. They wanted the whole company because they didn't want just to stream it. They wanted the company, the IPs, the DC, all of that shit. I think the only thing Comcast didn't want was CNN or some shit. They was like, yeah, we don't want that shit. We got MSNBC.
But that ain't the whole company then.
They was like, no, we don't want that because CNN loses too much money. The only time CNN makes money is during like an election year. People get their viewers and stuff are up there.
No, what was going to happen? I'll tell you what Comcast want to do. If they was to get the whole company, they'll just put the cable stuff off to a subsidiary company. It starts with a V, whatever is how you pronounce it, I believe.
I think they would just get rid of fucking Peacock and just say, hey, here it is. Let HBO Max run the fucking show here. Peacock is cans. But then again, Peacock lost WWE. Bro, they're worthless. Peacock's got nothing. At least Paramount's got the MMA shit. Peacock's barren. It's nothing.
Peacock partner with Apple.
Yeah, but it's not. They're not. Apple's also partner with Warner Brothers too. So Peacock.
That's never for you. What Apple to get involved in a bidding war? No, Apple get involved.
No, that's not true. Apple, you don't want to get in the bidding war with Apple where it comes to cash on hand. Apple ain't making no fucking investments like that. They got good cash on hand selling fucking phones. The minute they start making movies, operate at a loss mostly. You can think about it. Look at I just named you 3 big ass flops for Disney, but they had 3 successful movies to counter that. Apple don't have that. Apple have a bad movie, they'd be ready to get out the game. Look what Google did with Stadia. Nobody caught on to it. Fuck this, we're out of here.
It was like for 3 years.
Yeah,
listen, here's the thing with Rick.
Look, hold on. Google thought they was gonna be fucking Nintendo overnight, and the shit didn't happen. And they fuck this.
But here's the thing, though. Even with them getting that, it's a excess of TV shows where Apple could help their streaming service out with even more content in there though as well, and bring over more subscribers over to the Apple side.
But now if Apple get into that business, they got to start creating movie studios, buying lots, buying freaking stages.
They will have to
buying sets. Yeah, you have to. How are you gonna make movies without it?
Can you calm down for a minute?
How you make movies without that?
Warner Brothers own their lots and stuff in California. What are you talking about? They own a lot of lots out
And they
there.
take they lose a lot of fucking money with that shit. Bro, you guys didn't realize, hold on. First of all, in case you guys haven't noticed, if any Back to the Future fans in here? Anybody seen Back to the Future? All right, any people Gremlins fans in here? Anybody?
I watched them, yeah. Keep away from the water.
Yeah, love Gremlins.
Gremlins, right?
Gremlins.
Go look at those movies. It's the same fucking town. It's the same fucking studio and shit that they have there. They ain't changed that shit. That goddamn clock tower from Back to the Future is in Gremlins. It's there. It's the same stuff. That's where they filmed the shit. Yes, Jonathan Thriller Ali. Yes, both. We love those movies. But it's the same lot. The same Warner Brothers fucking lot. That fucking, that clock tower that Doc was in.
With the show on Pit when the awards. So yeah, so they have a lot of these lots out there still with their own. So that's what they would get. Any person that acquires them would get those lots and stuff. So you won't necessarily have to build newer lots. You'll still have those lots you still could work with and stuff as well. That's what I'm saying. So
check this out. And here's another nugget for you guys. That Back to the Future town, that Hill Valley, all that stuff, that's where they filmed the Batman and the Batman TV show. And Knight Rider, and Bruce Almighty, and Gremlins, and To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh, yo, that shit is crazy. They all use that same. Look at the clock tower. When you guys get a chance, that clock tower is still there. They never changed it.
You know what? I'm not mad because I didn't even notice that until you mentioned that.
Yeah,
so I'm not
it's all, I want to
all
the same,
give you
brother.
Exclusive, Rick. Here's another thing. Warner Brothers just got like a newer studio. I think it was guys from like the executives from Neon, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so now it's be about sort of like indie, whatever, with low budget films. So which that could probably be a good move too for happening with Warner Brothers as well.
Could
so
be
to have that.
All right, well, that was 49 minutes that I can never get back in my life. Levon, we got to steer this.
Let's talk about this Fantastic Four. They will officially drop the prequel in 2026.
Yeah, they need
now,
that
who
shit.
will drop the prequel is Marvel. Fantastic Four First Foes will be the first of 4 planned one-shots that will expand to add the story of Fantastic Four first steps throughout 2026. Eagle-eyed fans may have noticed a reference to the Mad Thinker in the MCU film when his name appeared on a newspaper during a talk show segment that opened the movie.
And that was the last time I was awake during that movie. Yes, I do remember that. Now, thank God. I've always thought Fantastic Four needed a prequel because there was no action in the other one. I was like, they're doing this. And then they remember that's Kevin Feige's baby. He's like, hey, I want to raise the Fantastic Four to prominence. I wanted to do better than it did the first time when Fox had it. He was taking little shots at Fox and all that shit. But the deal is they do need another movie. So listen, despite its box office, which didn't do too great, they get a sequel. Sony, I'm talking to you. Can we get a Days Gone 2? Can we please? Please? Even though it didn't do that well.
Hold on. I can't. Hold on for a minute. So we're getting a prequel.
Big facts, Thriller Ali.
But why they should just did the prequel first? Well, I guess not though.
No, you can't. They got to move into the next phase with.
So this is like the origin story they're doing basically. Then
yes, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's not going to be pregnant. It'll be just when he just turns into the Human Torch and Ben Grimm. You might even see Doom in there before he's what's the name? So I think you know what, you might see Howard Stark in this motherfucker because it is from the it's from the 70s and shit. So you might see the 60s. You might see Howard Stark.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, but I'm not really excited for this.
I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited because I think when they do stuff like this, to me, they're trying to right the wrong. And I think that is, more action. I think the fans have spoken. Look, we need some more action and shit. All that,
they want to really write that wrong. Tell them to catch $50.
No, listen, you throw, bro. You can't, bro. With those colors, that color blue, that makes me sleepy. I don't want to fucking see that shit. You need some red in that motherfucker. It's just all that blue. We gotta be like this. No.
What month is supposed to come out in? They say in 26. They give
26. No. You hear anything about that, Levon?
What, the movie or?
Hey, what's the release date? I know it's 26. It's 26.
I don't think it has a date. I think it's just a 2026.
All right, so
like there's no date, November or anything.
Maybe that's why they pulled those other Marvel movies.
Is this actually a movie or a comic book? Is that the movie they're gonna be doing in 26? Well, it's just like
It's an MCU prequel, man. Marvel will officially drop Fantastic Four MCU prequel in 26. Is it a movie? Is it a comic book?
I mean, nobody even asked for this, so they don't even have to. We'll be all right.
No, it's a one shot though, right?
No. This is a comic. If you read
it's not. I'm saying they were bringing that out.
Yeah, I'm saying so. This is a fucking
okay. It's comic book. First of all,
that should give you a hard on. Well, that should give you a hard on, Mr. Comic Book Man.
No, I like comic book, but I'm not interested in Fantastic Four comic book. Okay. Right, well, I did post it. Somebody called Venom trash in Discord.
Oh man! All right. Well, shout out to Levon for fucking this up. All right, what we talking about next?
we gotta talk about these shows. We gotta talk about which show you want to go first.
Let's go with Spartacus.
Right. That was Iron Mike, Parker. That was Iron Mike who said it was trash, by the way.
Oh man, he don't like Venom?
Now what Spartacus are we talking about? Let's go with Spartacus just season 1. I watched a lot of that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. I wrapped up season 1. A lot of heavies, a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, folks, I gotta tell you, Buddy didn't make it. The guy that played Spartacus, he died after season 1.
Yeah. Did another guy to come and play him.
Yeah, and the other guy that came and play him, he was okay. But he wasn't.
We didn't accept him, Rick. Yeah. Nobody accepted him.
Nah, they didn't, bro. It's because his chin was all fucked up. His jawline wasn't right, and they really didn't accept him. But the good thing that saved it is it was a good story. You don't give a fuck who the actors or actresses are, but if the story's good, you're gonna jump on board. And that's what happened here. Season 1 was a fucking masterpiece because it was so many things to root for. Because, I ain't gonna hold you. Everybody rooted for Spartacus, but I did want to see Crixus put hands on. That was my favorite character in season 1 was Crixus. And then he became even more my favorite character when you watch the prequel. What they did to Crixus and shit to get him in there. And then what they did to his girl, Navia, that was just brutal.
Yeah.
And that motherfucking Asher is the worst. Oh my God, bro. He died a horrible death in season 3, I think it was. But
we gotta get all done with that.
Yeah, Parker said that
new one right now. House of Asher. Yes, that's the one I've been watching.
Now Asher was doing SAs on freaking Lucretia and everything, bro. Talking about forcing himself on her. That nigga is tripping. That motherfucker Asher is the devil. He's a. But he was right about one thing though. When he was telling the Glabber. He was like, yo, listen, they called me the worst of the brothers. I just took out 4 of your guys like nothing. That was true. Like, Asher was always looked at as a bum-ass nigga. His own homeboy, who was Serie, put his eye out and shit. And then, just so he can win. That was some bullshit right there. Asher was some bullshit. But that's what he did, bro. Throwing sand at people. He was never no good fighter. He had no form. That's why Crixus fucked his leg up and shit. When they were having that fight. But to me, the baddest motherfucker out of all of them is that nigga Gannicus. That is the fucking man right there. Right. That nigga Gannicus. Bro, if he tried, because all he liked to do was just lay with women. If Gannicus put his mind to it, he would never lose a match or nothing. That nigga's crazy. And I like when he had the swords out, because him and Spartacus both fight with 2 swords and shit. And he told Spartacus, he said, hey, we're equal with the swords. He said, well, yeah, I think you got me on that spear. This nigga Spartacus threw a spear like Mr. Manhattan and shit. And killed this motherfucker on a horse. And he was he's like, damn. He said, hey, we're equal with the sword. He said, but with the spear, I think you got me. Yeah, because Spartacus used the spear when they took the goddamn Colosseum and killed old boy with that spear. He was going for clever.
So if you look at one thing you probably about, you see it was change in Spartacus once he fought the guys, Western call it Batiatus would help him get his wife. But
yeah.
But you know how that turned out.
Yo, so he's a dirty nigga, bro. That nigga right there the whole time. Had his wife, found her, and then freaking killed her, bro. So now that's what put him in the rage. Now he didn't care no more. But through all of that, my nigga Crixus has kept saying, we will fight each other. one time, get that rematch. He always wanted that rematch. That motherfucker Crixus, when you think, bro, you can help Crixus up, you can save his life, but he's always going to remind you, he want that get back. He always talks about that. I want to face you. Yeah, like he even same thing with Gannicus. Because when Gannicus beat him, Gannicus didn't really want to fight him. He just wanted to get the hell out of the house of Bariatus. He wanted to get out of there because he fell in love with Ananias's wife. After they made them do what they had to do.
But he was forced to.
But he fell in love with her though. Yeah, he got some of that good. This nigga didn't want to go away, bro. But to me, my favorite character out of all seasons is Ananias. I think he's the more balanced character. He's honorable. He can beat all their asses because he trained them. He whooped the shit out of Crixus and freaking Spartacus at the same time. So that motherfucker Ananias to me is the best fighter. He's my favorite character. So, that was my favorite. Shout out to Mustang Gamer is here. What's good, brother? Mustang
Gamer. They did that was messed up what Badiatus did to the bodyguard, the big dude, right?
Oh, Barca.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Barca.
Yeah, Barca, yeah.
Now Barca does things that I don't believe in, but if you watch the prequel, Barca is like his bodyguard. His father told him, Barca's a gladiator. He ain't your damn personal bodyguard. Because remember, they put hands on Quintus when he was in the fucking city. They beat his ass in the fucking alleyway and shit. And try to make him sell, what's the name? The nigga that likes the girls and shit with the two swords. He tried to make him,
guys.
Yeah. They tried to make him sell him and they beat him up. So every time after that they put hands on him, he said, bring me Barca. Because Barca was his dude to go into the freaking town with him and shit. Because he was scared and shit. That was his dude, but then they did him dirty. Because his boyfriend told them a different thing. Asher. Yeah. Asher calls all that shit.
It was Asher that started it.
Yep, Asher. But you know what I like, though? In the prequel series, freaking Barca had a different boyfriend. And they had them motherfucking birds, and they kept pissing in the Syrian shit. Them niggas ate the pigeons, yo. He was like, hey, what are you doing? He was like, hey, you keep pissing in our shit? We gonna eat these motherfucking pets. The motherfuckers ate the pigeons. I was like, these niggas is crazy. So this is a good fucking show. Shout out to Ty, that man, for putting me on the Spartacus. Man, I don't even think about the heavies. I just like the storyline and shit. Yeah, you seen one set of heavies.
Yeah, you gotta check out House of Asher.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm about to finish the third season right now. So right now, the last episode I watched, Spartacus just got like 1,000 new motherfucking warriors and shit. And he's training a whole bunch of motherfuckers who moved and shit.
New guys,
yeah. They got this other rich motherfucker from Rome. He's got 10,000 fucking guys. And he wants to fight too. He just killed one of his slaves that was training him. Because he wants to get into this shit. And Spartacus,
no, was another thing you forgot to mention. What happened? He didn't want to. What he did to his best friend, because that dude's wife. You remember, like
that boy, that kid's son, told him to kill him. And again, Spartacus, the reason why he wouldn't go and kill Quintus is because now his friend's wife became his slave, and if you kill the master, all the slaves gotta get killed. So that's why he didn't do it. He didn't make a move on her. But then Spartacus end up, I don't know if he wants to call it falling in love, but he ended up liking the girl with the freckles, with the dark hair. Kind of looked like his wife a little bit. He fell in love. Yeah, he fell in love with her, and then they killed her in the seasons to come. Like, they got her ass. And, he was mad as hell. So, listen, the bottom line is, you got to stay away from Spartacus, bro. That nigga's bad luck, bro. The gods do punish this nigga. Like, bro,
I watched the ending of, like, all of them, right? And so they sort of made Spartacus a similar situation, like the Braveheart, whatever. I guess you could say a little bit. Once you get that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So yeah,
don't spoil it, nigga. I'm still binging. I'm gonna try to get 2 episodes in tonight. So let's hurry the fuck up. Next, we're gonna go with Stranger Things. All right, Stranger Things, episode 2 of season 5. What did you guys think about it?
I remember what happened in episode 2. I finished. I got all the way to the end. I watched all 4. Is episode 2 when they come after that little girl, right?
Yes.
And when they try to get back here.
Yeah, I think Henry is found out to be the guy that's helping them. It's slow moving is Stranger Things. as ecstatic about it as I was like the first 3 seasons. I got to be honest with you, but it's still good content, but it moves slow. And
Now, when the fat kid gets that, Rick, when the fat kid comes, it's over with. Everything pick up.
All right, well, we'll see. Well, right now, as far as this season 5, episode 2, I give it a 7. It didn't do anything crazy. It didn't do anything that lasted on my brain. I just remember with the same kid from part 1 that got abducted, he is this monster now. He lives through his eyes. It was moving through him because they're saying, oh, your antennas, and the closer he gets to you, this town is, this is what happens. Like, you now become. So why won't they just move out the fucking town? Obviously, the town is fucking weird as hell. Get the hell out of there. And here's a nugget that's not really a good nugget. A girl died on the Stranger Things, that facility that they show. It's an abandoned building, and they're tearing it down, and she went to the top of the roof and she fell off. So
yeah,
yeah, man, because they, a lot of people like to go to that site because of the show. And
oh my god,
yeah,
man,
she fell off and shit. So, just like that. Remember that white girl that was trying to twerk on that electric, what's her name, and it shocked her ass. She said she was gonna go up there and start twerking, and yeah, fucked her up. But all in all, I give it both 7. Deuce, what would you give it?
I didn't watch it, Rick, like I told you before the show.
I totally forgot. Well, here's the deal. By January 12th, I will need y'all to finish Stranger Things and finish all of Welcome to Derry. And we'll review those seasons on that Monday the 12th when I come back to America.
All right, okay.
Okay, so that's what we'll do.
I was gonna say this, Rick. Captain Adam, he's gonna got casting for Creature Commander. So I know you're probably not crazy about that, but that could lead to him eventually coming in a live action movie, whatever they do. Maybe it could be your guy. Maybe Alan Richardson probably could play Captain Adam. I don't know, but just to keep a lookout for that, because Captain Adam is now officially in the DCU via the animation of Creature Commandos too. So
okay, all right. So
put that up there.
Good nugget there. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna talk about what was that? Welcome to Derry. We're just gonna do a whole season 1 recap for the 12th.
Wait, why not just do episode 5? Why are we doing that? Why we can't talk about episode 5?
Because we're talking like 2 weeks between the next show. So shouldn't we just talk about the whole season in its entirety rather than going 5 now and then 2 weeks from now? I mean, you all vote on it. What do you guys think? Because if we talk about episode 5,
put it in the chat. Let the chat decide.
Okay. Yeah, because it's kind of, let's see. All right.
When's the Daredevil coming out again?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was March. I think it was March.
I think it's gonna be in trouble though.
But before that, they got Wonder Man coming out in January.
I'm good. Yeah. Like, yeah, man. No advertising whatsoever for these shows, right?
Well, Parker, you see how quickly you shut down another black show just that quickly?
That, though.
Well, you don't like when people shut down Supergirl. You see how that work, Parker?
No,
when they talk about Supergirl, you get enraged, but you quickly shut down the black man like that. That's crazy.
Really into like the Wonder Man, and they're not even like advertising on Wonder Man, hardly anyway. Disney. And it's gonna be
get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Vote.
So that's what I'm saying.
Vote.
So, yeah. And plus,
a big season.
Daredevil 2, season 2. Is that supposed to come out the same time as the boys?
Everybody get your votes in.
Crazy.
So far, we got 3 votes for season. Get your votes in, guys. Are we going to do it by episode or are we going to do it by season? Stranger Things and Welcome to Derry. We are live, but not for long.
Daredevil season 2 is slated for March 4th.
Okay, early March. Okay.
Okay, I fucked with it.
March 4th.
Okay. It's gonna come out the same time as the boys, right?
The boys season 5 is in April 8th for the boys season.
Okay.
Season.
What about
5.
Invincible? What about Invincible?
And again, Deuce, I only bring that up because we're so far behind with Welcome to Derry and Stranger Things. We are.
Okay.
We're very far behind. So I think
ain't Stranger Things finna come back out again.
Yeah,
the second half of it.
But you got to remember this. I'm going for 2 weeks. We're going 2 episodes. We're already behind a month on Welcome to Dairy. Welcome to Dairy's done, and we're still talking about like episodes. That's why I said if we just do it by season on the 12th, we come back and say, boom, we're gonna wrap up Welcome to Dairy season 1, Stranger Things season 5. We'll bang them out that way, and we can wrap up the P Diddy shit the same way too. Wrap that all up and give our thoughts on that as
so it'll be a big wrap up show, basically.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up because we're taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, really. We're taking 3 weeks off.
So there's no release date for Invincible, Parker. It's currently in development for season 4.
Okay. Is there anything coming out for February?
Streaming? I'm not sure.
Streaming? Yeah, I'm not sure we're streaming either.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got 3 weeks. We got 3 weeks. What up, Mac? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Via the West Coast, cowboy and Laker fan like myself, ladies and gentlemen, I give you
throw the hands up, Mac. You Mac! Come through on a club tip. Everybody real deep on
Broken
that
Cowboy fans.
It's
That's
okay,
low.
brother. Fuck yourself. So anyway, he said WB Parker is back. So he stopped being a cry. He said stop being a crybaby, Parker. Oh man. All right.
Hold on, wait a minute, Rick. Hold on for a minute.
Spaghetti.
I'm just saying. Well, you don't have to, but the second season of The Pit premieres January 8th at 9 p.m. on HBO Max. So,
all right.
The Pit.
Okay, so Levon, you can do the show. You can do the show notes on that. We'll do Pit episode 1, Stranger Things season 5, Welcome to Dairy season 1, and conclude for myself all of the Spartacus fucking seasons.
Okay, Ricky Brown topic. Okay.
Yep, all the Spartacus shit. I like it, but I can't get no Spartacus memorabilia though. That sucks.
Now, I'll just say this, probably just check out the first 2 episodes of season 1 of The Pit and see if you like it, whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's what we do. That's why I said we'll do the first one. Hey, look, you saw what happened. We were doing Severance. Nobody wanted to watch it anymore. Ted Show got booted the hell out of here. Shout out to Big Money is here. I didn't even see Big Money in here. I didn't realize he was in here. So, hey.
I gotta address Mac City.
Oh shit,
Mac City. I know you're upset. Probably crying on a bended knee. What happened to your cowboy? Sorry, Rick, but he started with me.
Nah, I didn't know, Mac. I didn't know, Mac, until I went to season 3 and there was some new nigga with a weird looking chin. That's what I found out, bro. Ty just introduced me to the Spartacus shit. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. With that being said, I want everybody to have a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah. If you got your Christmas tree up, your menorah, or your bean pies, whatever's going on here.
Yeah, I got holler at who else?
No man. So
oh God, what I did now, Parker? What did I do now?
Listen here, who else? You don't got enough XP to talk about black heroes with me.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Now, I mean,
now you do realize 90% of those black heroes reside in the MCU, not the DCU.
No, but I'm gonna know this though. Actually, I'm looking at one right now, which I collected in the '90s. Right in my head, still right.
Shit, this nigga in the '90s, where he would tell you he grew up when he was really 20 years old.
I mean, I'm just saying, regardless of where I grew up or came up from, these guys, like who else was collect these black superheroes like that? You know.
So why you not continuing your tradition, Parker? Why you just shut the black man down like that, Parker?
No, I shut the Marvel black man down like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You did that earlier. You started the year shutting the black man down with Captain Cornbread, and now you ended the year on the last show of the year by shutting down another black man, Parker. Only 2 for 2.
Yeah, only Marvel basically though.
See that? You see? So, he ain't denying it.
No, mostly Marvel guys I shut down. Like, unless you gotta be of a certain few exceptions, like the X-Men stuff. Probably like
okay, Spider-Man. I'm glad you brought up X-Men. So Parker, like how you have the Supergirl as your profile. Yeah. Would you, when the X-Men drop, would you put down Bishop or Storm as your avatar when those movies drop, Parker?
Bishop Or Storm. I mean, if they're in the movies, you know, if I find a good avatar to use, yeah, probably. Because I am artistic, though.
Probably.
Right?
You see what I'm saying? Probably.
Yeah, if that a good avatar,
maybe. I don't know if I get around to it.
It's a wait and see.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. It's a good avatar to use. I'm just saying. You know.
Well, listen, y'all have happy holidays. I promise my panel when I get back, I got something for all of you, each and every one of you.
Shit.
Yeah, I got something for each and every one of y'all when I get back. So I'll be in touch with y'all. After
I got a question too, since I let Parker ramble all this time. How does it feel to see? How does it feel to see Demon Slayer sell 700 million? My God, I said it was gonna happen. It was gonna outsell that Superman, and my God, it happened. You should get.
I'm gonna tell you how it feels.
You should get
right here. It's called 4%.
You should get a Demon Slayer.
Oh God! Like I said, yo, I cannot wait. So listen, I'm gonna talk to y'all.
Turn Ty back up.
Sometime.
How you doing now, Ty?
Sometime like around the 9th or 10th or whatever, and I'm gonna give everybody in the panel. Give everybody some. Some of y'all already know what I'm gonna get y'all.
Get a Demon Slayer avatar, Parker. You heard me. Get a Demon Slayer avatar.
No, I'm not getting done. I don't got no problem with Demon Slayer. But damn, so I was about to say something. Who else? Now,
okay, so when it comes to
why you always coming at me?
When it comes to Spartacus, you mean series discussion or just
all the series? I'm gonna tell you all the my view on all the series.
Okay, cool.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be. And again, that is January 12th. I think that's
okay.
Yeah, January 12th when I come back.
So I get ready for that new like the House of Ashes after you get ready on the whole series.
I'll probably run through all that shit. All right, listen, I got to get the hell up out of here. It's been an hour and 13 minutes.
No, before you leave, Rick. Now, since who else says
coming after you a lot,
right?
I know
the black characters. Hold on. Now, who else? I want to ask you, who is called the Black Superman? Who's called that? Who's called that first?
Shaq?
You talking about Steel? Or what are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean.
So, in what comic book was it mentioned you're a Black Superman? And do you have that in your possession?
That's what I'm asking you. What are you talking about?
No,
Steel?
I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you.
But I don't know what you're referring to, Parker. Are you talking about Icon or are you talking about Steel? I don't know who you're talking about.
No. I'm asking you. Was it ever said in a comic book that you are the Black Superman? And talking about in DC, right? And if it's so, which comic book was that? And do you have that in your possession? That's what I'm asking.
Clearly, there's a comic book out there because you're being very specific. But no, I don't have that answer.
Okay, well, you don't have the answer. Good. I have that comic book, and oddly enough, it's in the first issue of Steel.
Isn't that what I just asked you?
No, that's not. But you didn't answer the question. And one, we know you don't have that in your possession, but I do, right? And I have it. And so the fake perception and false perception is that I don't collect Black superheroes. This is a lie. You know.
So hold on. So when you bought that comic book, when, Parker?
Back in the 90s.
And what year are we in? And what year are we in, Parker?
No, okay.
Hey, listen. Y'all can look, I'm done. Y'all can fight each other. I'm going to eat my
No, these guys ain't buying no black comics, no superheroes.
What year we in, Parker?
We're in 2025. You ain't buying no black superheroes.